In relation to diving, most people who think of Cairns, North Queensland associate it with the Great Barrier Reef. But there is another side of diving there, wreck diving. These shipwrecks are not visited by charter boats, and the overwhelming number of local divers are just not interested. Our destination today is a few miles off the popular Green Island, to the site of a 168-year-old shipwreck. Known locally as the Green Island Wreck, her real name is Alcestis, an iron bark that was built in Sunderland in 1857. The vessel was used on the immigrant trade, from the UK to Australia and back again, before being sold to a half a dozen owners. In 1903, she was taken out of service and used as a coal hulk in Adelaide. In 1918, now owned by the Adelaide Steamship Company, she was towed to Cairns by the steamer Yankalilla. And there she would stay until she was scuttled in July 1931 off Green Island. Resting on a sandy bottom, in near 40 metres of water, the hull is remarkably intact and houses a variety of sea creatures, both large and small. Prominent are these potato cod. Second in size only to the Queensland groper, they can be seen hiding in most overhangs around the wreck. "45 metres or 150 feet in length, the wreck is a good size and an excellent dive that I always look forward to when I visit Cairns." The red and yellow corals in this footage are dendrophilia, and their colours are best shown when a current is running. I'm not sure whether anybody has ever called a pufferfish cute, but I've got to say this guy goes pretty close to that description. Stingrays and manta rays often visit the wreck, and they make a great photographic subject. While this wreck could never be compared to the rich marine life of the SS Yongler further down the coast, there are a number of inhabitants I have never seen on the Yongler. These rather large barrel sponges can be seen around the wreck. The entire hull is covered in growth. Their brilliant colours only coming to life when touched by the artificial light from my video strobes. Also seen solely on the Alcestis is this pretty little garden that sits around the perimeter of the wreck. An encrusted ladder leads up to 2 feather stars filter feeding in the current. Large schools of slaty brim are very common on all Queensland shipwrecks. The rear mast lays over the portside gunnel and leads to the sandy bottom, providing another gathering spot for marine life. The tiller, and nearby but hard to recognise is the steering wheel. Early divers to the wreck reported it in its original upright position, but it fell off, landing deep inside the hull. Using lift bags, those same divers brought it back to the top deck.
A common scene in any harbour around Australia, a fishing trawler. One can only guess at the number of trawler wrecks that lay around the Australian coastline, hundreds perhaps. Usually no more than 15 to 20 metres in length, you can easily swim around the wreck in 2 minutes. The Cairns region has their share, but what makes these local wrecks stand out from those in cooler waters is the quantity of the marine life. It is simply staggering.